Yo, what's up everybody? This is not drama alert, but it is a little bit of drama, and I want to cover it. So, yeah, welcome back to I Complain About Everything. I don't know if I changed my, I think, yeah, I changed my YouTube name to Polymath. So, I guess I'm Polymath now, but I'm still gonna complain because that's usually what I do best. So basically, if you haven't gotten the heard from it, Overwatch 2 just released, and I'm going to publish this video as soon as possible. And right now, there's this huge issue where there's the servers that are hugely backed up. They're backed up like forever right now. Like the discovery queues are like, 30,000 people long. There's people who have been waiting in queue for hours and still haven't gotten to play the game. And there's apparently DDoS attacks, which I don't think is possible or real because of an issue I'm going to mention soon. And generally, just people cannot access the game that they had just purchased. So this is quite normal for big game multiplayer games like this one, but I do think that Blizzard should have compensated for this because of the beta. At least during the beta, it was quite easy for the servers to compensate for all players, but apparently there's a lot more than expected because, well, we can't actually get into the game. I think they should have at least expanded their servers at least a little bit in preparation because I feel like Overwatch 2 would have been such a big release that the servers definitely would have taken a massive hit that the servers aren't usually used to running. Now, the first issue that I'm going to bring over is, of course, people not being able to get in. This is quite obvious. I'm going to guess that's why the whole reason why you're watching this video right now, but I'm just going to let you know that I'm experiencing the same issues, although I do know two possible solutions that can help you cut right in line. And the first option is to switch your region over to Europe or Asia, because the American servers are being completely bombed right now. So it's really hard to actually get into the servers because of the huge influx of players. Now, if you swap over to the Europe or Asian servers, you can get in there way faster, although there might be a wait. Now, the second way that you can get in is, of course, be a content creator, because apparently every single content creator on the social media in general has gotten into the game and is very enjoying it. Twitch is loving it right now. You can go to any sort of Twitch streamer, and they're in the game. So if you are a content creator, hit up Blizzard and say I really want to record, some live stream for your game, and they'll let you right through. The second issue that I'm going to bring over is, of course, the big one that I feel like is going to be a huge problem in the future, but is kind of being overshadowed by, the Overwatch servers not working, and that is the infamous prepaid phone number. I have this posted up on the forums right now. You can go to the forums at forums.blizzard.com. Depending on where you are, that might be a different URL. But I recommend taking a hit over to the forums and start bashing down on Blizzard and try to let them know that we really want to play the game. So I have spent over $2,000 on Overwatch content. Not $2,000, sorry, $200. Just 200. No, I'm not that crazy. $200 on Overwatch 1 mostly, and Overwatch 2. So Overwatch 1, I have purchased the game, technically twice, but yeah, I've purchased, at least on PC, Battle.net. I have purchased Overwatch 1, that is $40. I think I paid for the Legendary Edition, so that is $60. I have bought Overwatch League tokens, about $40 worth of that, so that's about 100. I have also purchased more Overwatch League tokens, so that's a little bit more. But if you count me purchasing Overwatch 1 twice, then I've bought the Legendary Edition twice, or not the Legendary Edition, the Deluxe Edition. So Yeah, that's about like, like $180-ish, right? And then I paid for the premium battle pass for Overwatch 2. So that leads out to be around $200. And I cannot play the game that I've paid for because I don't have a postpaid phone number. You may be like, if you know what a prepaid postpaid phone number is, basically the rundown for what the differences between a prepaid phone number and a postpaid phone number are. A prepaid phone number is simply cheaper than a postpaid phone number. That is the only difference. That is pretty much the only difference. A prepaid phone number is one that, of course, you paid for in advance. And you have all that access towards it. And if you run out of data, then there you go. Your phone number is then limited. We have to pay extra to use it. But if you've purchased a postpaid phone number, that means that you rack up everything and you pay it afterwards. How much you've done. Or, put it simply, it's more expensive. It's what the rich people use. There's no difference other than, money and class. A class of people. So lower class people and some middle class people and maybe even some high class people cannot play Overwatch 2 because they have decided to save money on a cell phone service. Because there are some people in the world that they are lower class and they do not have that much money to really enjoy and enjoy life. And they feel like it can only be helped. One thing that can help their lives feel more secure is to have a phone number where they can call emergency services or even their family if they ever get into an emergency or any sort of issue. Like if you're in a bit of a bad spot, you would like to probably call your mother and or your father or whoever else you look up to and say, "Hello, I need some help." And Blizzard is kicking out these people. If you are not upper class, you cannot play Overwatch 2. Basically, that's what it's like. Because you need to spend the big bucks on a postpaid phone number. So, the one that is notoriously known is Cricket. And I also have Cricket. It is not because I am lower class, but it is because we like saving money. What about all the people who like saving money? Because $400 to $500 on a cell phone is ridiculous. So I would much rather spend about, like the $200, whatever, I don't really know. I just get a notification that mine is like 90 for unlimited data, I believe, which is a lot more affordable than $400 a month. And I can't play the game I purchased. And if I stop paying for a postpaid phone number, then it stops working, which is what happened to me. I had a postpaid phone number before. I do not remember what I was using, but I used it to play the COD beta. And then I switched over to a prepaid because it was much cheaper. And now I cannot play Overwatch 2, the game I've spent money on. And a lot of other people are having the same issue. Blizzard argues that this helps secure against griefers, people known as Smurfs, which are people who make accounts just so that they can avoid skill-based matchmaking, or people who want to spam the servers or cause some sort of bullying problem. I have a couple words for people who like to bully. Number one, good on you. The world needs to be humbled. Two, fuck you if you're getting bullied. That's your fault. You have a reason to. Third, is that I don't think that this is healthy for the game because a lot of people are not going to be able to play your game. It's a free game, so anybody gets to have access towards it, which is nice. They can have access towards it, which is pretty nice. Remember that most people can't on computer because they don't have a postpaid phone number. So that is basically the issue that is being overshadowed by, of course, the servers being a complete shithole. Is that you can't play the game. Doesn't that suck? So I'm sitting here, and a lot of people are up too. Can't play the game that they purchased. I bet they're frustrated. That is a lot of lost potential money that most people cannot play the game without a phone number. That's ridiculous. I didn't know that video games would exclude classes of people. I didn't think that was going to happen, ever. But Blizzard is starting. And if this continues, this is going to be a huge issue. If this continues, where Blizzard starts to be inclusive towards like money class, I forgot, there's a word for it, but just class of people. And if games start taking up this offer, then we're going to run into an even worse problem than it already is. Games are no longer based on passion, they're based on money, and to wreak as much money as they can out of people nowadays. That's why video games are shit now, because you feel the corporate oozing off of them. And if this starts to catch on, you can say goodbye to video games. Because all that you're ever going to play is the old stuff. The old stuff can be good, but the old stuff shuts down after a while. Because try and play Black Ops 2 right now. There is currently, like, I would have to say, like 300 people maybe. Last time I checked, there's 300 people playing Call of Duty Black Ops 2. And every single one of those people are hackers. It's unplayable. That's what you'd say. Every game will be like that in the future. So, you cannot infinitely just play one game. You can't just say, oh, I'll just not buy the newer games. You have no option. You will doubt what I say, but you will turn towards me and say that I was correct. So, we have to stop it now. We're getting rid of loot boxes. We have gotten rid of loot boxes, which is nice. Diablo Immortal tried to bring it back, and well, let's just say the community didn't really like that. And I haven't really seen any other games released with loot boxes recently. At least not ones that you can get for free by just playing the game, like Shatterline. Shatterline is actually pretty good and does have a loot box system. However, you cannot directly purchase the blueprints or the currency, the in-game currency that is made to open up the loot boxes. So you literally cannot spend money on the loot boxes. You just have to play the game, which that's a good way of handling loot boxes. Luckily, Fortnite came out with a Battle Pass, which is a lot more tolerable and a lot less predatory than a loot box. So, thumbs up for that. There is one more thing that I would like to mention, and that is the accusations of the DDoS attack. I don't think that the DDoS attack is real because of both the things I just mentioned earlier. If people do not have access towards, postpaid phone numbers, they cannot make multiple accounts and spam the servers. That's apparently why, but I doubt that's even possible. Sorry, I just smacked my mic. Or it's like, oh yeah, people have like, ooh, Kali Linux, like shit like that. It's like, so why hasn't Blizzard ever had this issue before? Blizzard has never had a DDoS attack before. Isn't it interesting how a DDoS attack happens on Overwatch 2's release? That is strange, don't you think? And I think that it is something made by the developers to try to ease people from rioting in the streets. Try to convince everybody that the servers are not the issue. Which, it's not breaking through me. Other than that, I want to release this as quickly as possible for both my main channel and, of course, complain about everything. If I do, at least. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoy. Catch you later.